Hi everyone, this is Arad from English for Everyone, and today's lesson is about conditional sentences, but this is Conditional Sentences Type 2. I had a lesson about Type 1 and this one is about Type 2. All conditional sentences are similar in one way, and that is they have two parts. The first part is the condition and the second part is the result. So we form them in a similar way. We have if for the condition or the conditional clause, or let's say if clause. We have if and then the first sentence, which is the condition, and then we have a comma, then the second sentence, which is the result. Sometimes we put them the way round and we say the result if the condition. So we make them, we put, this is a frame. We put the conditional sentences and the result in. Okay, so these are the way we write them, we make them. Okay, but they are different. They are similar in the way they look, but they are different from inside, and that is the tense. The tense of the condition and the tense of the result are different from type to type. Type 2 is the first sentence, the condition sentence is simple past, and the result is would plus simple form of the verb. What does it mean and what is it used for? That is mainly about the time being. Okay, we're talking about this time, but the condition mainly is something sometimes in this time, sometimes related to past, to our past, because we do not have the condition, because we have missed it, or because we do not have that. I'll explain. Then this is not going to happen in the time being. Let me give you an example. I say, if I had enough money, I would buy it now. I go to a shop and I do not have enough money for that thing that I like. I have seen something, I like it so much, I want to buy it right now. I do not have enough money on me. So I say, if I had enough money on me, or if I had enough money, I would buy it now. So let's look at the structure. If I had money. So if is the start of the if clause, and then what is the sentence? I had money. I had money is the past tense, a sentence about past, then comma, and then the other sentence is I would buy it. I would buy it. This is another sentence and it is related to the first one. That this is the result of the first one. Meaning, the meaning says I do not have enough money. I can't buy it right now. Okay, so this is somehow hypocritical, or let's say imaginary. I am imagining having money, buying this, but this is not the reality. The reality is that there is not enough money on me, and this is not going to happen. These kind of sentences are also called unreal. Okay, so if I put it in simple present and future, then that is something possible. But if I keep the sentence in these tenses, then I am talking about something about this time, but sometimes, or let's say mainly, not possible, because the condition is not there, because I do not have the what is needed. Okay, in this case money. I do not have that money. I can't do what I want to do. I can buy what I want to buy. Or I say, if he was alive, he would help you. If he was alive, he would help you. He is not alive and he can't help you. Okay, we are talking about something impossible. We are just imagining that. We imagine that would be the result. If he was alive, this would be the result. We can kind of, let's say, predict something that could happen, but actually that is never gonna happen, because this thing that is the condition is never gonna happen. So he's not alive, so what I have predicted is meaningless, kind of meaningless. Okay, it's not a prediction, but I am imagining what would happen. Okay, it's a bit different from prediction. If I had her number, I would call her. Means I do not have her number and I can't call her. And so you can see, if I had, I would. I had, talking about past, would call, the probable result of having the number. So the other thing about this type 2 is that we might see the short forms. I would call, I would say, he would tell you, and these kind of things. We can, instead of saying I would, he would, she would, we can, or you would, we can say I'd. Okay, so I would, I'd, you would, you'd, and the rest. Okay, so you might see these things. Don't mix them up with anything else. That is what they stand for. Okay, I'd stands for I would. Okay, so take a note of this list as well. But there is one more thing, and that is, when we make these kind of sentences, instead of saying I was, you say I were. This is unreal, so we use the this verb. We always say I was. I was here, I was there, I was 20, I was a teacher, I was. But in conditional sentences we say were. If I were a bird, we're talking about something impossible. If I were you, I am talking about something impossible, and I won't use was in this case. When I'm talking about something imaginary, I say if I were, not if I was. Okay? And as I mentioned, we say if I were you. So when we want to advise someone on something, we say if I were you, I would do this, do that. If I were you, I would say yes. If I were you, I would go. If I were you, I would stay. So this is another, let's say, kind of fixed expression, let's say, like expression-like thing. So you might hear it a lot when we want to talk about other people, and if we were in their shoes, if we were in their position, what we would do. We're not in their position, we can't do on their behalf, and we can't do anything on their behalf, but we are thinking of that, we are imagining. So you can imagine, and that is the way you make the sentence. So this was all about conditional sentences type 2. I'm going to talk about conditional sentences type 3 in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and watch the videos that are going to come soon. See you soon. Bye.